My parents kicked me out at 18. At my grandpa's while reading decades later, the judge read one clause that made them go completely pale, and it got worse. When I was 18, my parents kicked me out of the house. No college fund, no support, nothing. They told me to figure it out and slammed the door on the life I'd known. My older sister Emily, who was 24 at the time, immediately lost it on them. She called our grandparents, and within hours I was packed and moved in with them. Living with my grandparents was eye-opening. Grandpa wasn't in great health, so I spent my days running errands, helping around the house, and just being there for him. Emily came over almost every day, taking care of him as well, cooking, cleaning, and keeping him company. For a year, the three of us became a little family, and I started realizing what real care and love felt like, something my parents had never shown me. Fast forward 17 years, I'm 35, Emily is 39, and Grandpa passes away. His funeral is small, quiet, and bittersweet. My parents, of course, show up acting like everything was normal. Smiles, fake hugs, little jokes, the works. They're trying so hard to appear like the perfect, loving family they never were. Then comes the will reading. The judge calls us into the courtroom and the tension is palpable. My parents sit smugly in the front row, clearly expecting to inherit something. Emily and I exchange a glance. Grandma looks calm, almost serene. The judge begins reading the will. Emily is called first. Grandpa left her, his classic car, the watch collection, $850,000 in cash, and a framed picture of her and him when she was 6. A note attached reads, "For caring for me when I needed it most." Emily cries quietly, and for the first time in years I see my parents squirm. Grandma is next. She inherits the house she's lived in for decades, some savings and personal items they shared. Nothing shocking, but it's clear Grandpa loved her deeply. Then it's my turn. The judge pauses before reading my portion. I already feel my stomach drop. I inherit Grandpa's entire remaining estate, $1.25 million. My parents' smiles falter. Before I can even process it, my mother says with a fake superior tone, "Well, we'll manage it for him, he's still young." The judge looks over his glasses and slowly says, "There is an additional clause." The courtroom goes silent. The judge opens a sealed envelope and begins reading aloud. Inside is a letter from Grandpa addressed to my parents. It details evidence of them stealing $2.5 million from the company they worked for, including receipts, bank statements, and emails. The letter ends with a line so damning it makes the air feel heavy. Also, the police, your boss, and the FBI will be very interested in the $2.5 million you stole from the company you worked for. My parents go pale, their smug confidence evaporates in an instant. My dad starts stammering, my mom's jaw literally drops, and the courtroom is completely silent except for the judge's calm voice. Their eyes dart around the room, trying to find some escape, some explanation, but there is none. Weeks later, the authorities launch an investigation. The evidence Grandpa left behind is overwhelming. My parents are arrested and eventually sentenced to life in prison for fraud, embezzlement, and other related crimes. They'll never have access to the estate, never see Emily, never see me again. Justice had been served perfectly. Meanwhile, Emily, Grandma, and I live our lives stunned but grateful. Grandpa had protected us and punished the people who tried to ruin me decades earlier. He had always said, "You show people who you are by how you treat the ones who can't give you anything." For the first time, I truly understood what he meant. He didn't just leave a will, he orchestrated the ultimate lesson in justice, loyalty, and love. Sometimes I still think about the look on my parents' faces that day, pale, wide-eyed, frozen, and I can't help but smile. Grandpa had the last laugh and it was perfect.